Welcome friends. I am Dnyaneshwar Narayankar sir. Friends, today we are going to learn one of the most inspirational, motivational and courageous lessons, that is an epitome of courage. In Marathi, धैर्याचे मूर्तिमंत रूप. Friends, this story is about the greatest scientist, cosmologist and author named Dr. Stephen Hawking. Okay, friends, before going to start a lesson, it's very important to have a glance over the new words as usual. Mourn means feel sorry or to feel sad. In Marathi, शोक करणे. Exemplary, worth of imitation and admirable. In Marathi, अनुकरणीय किंवा प्रेरणादायी. Hailed means acclaimed or greeted. In Marathi, ओळखले जाणे or गौरविले जाणे. Epitome means a very fine example of something. In Marathi, एक आदर्श नमुना, मूर्तिमंत रूप. Cosmology means study of origin and development of the universe. विश्वनिर्मितीचा अभ्यास किंवा विश्वनिर्मितीशास्त्र. Quirk of fate means unexpected change of destiny. अनपेक्षित वळण और दैवाचे विक्षिप्त. Clumsy means awkward or incompetent. In Maraठी, अक्षम किंवा जडत्व असलेले. Perplexed means full of difficulty or confused, गोंधळलेला, बावरलेला. Fit of frenzy means great annoyance or a rage, भयंकर संताप. Next one, a bolt from the blue means a sudden unexpected shock or surprise, धक्कादायक घटना किंवा वज्राघात किंवा हादरवून टाकणारी. ओके फ्रेंड्स, लेट अस स्टार्ट द स्टोरी. एन एपिटमी ऑफ करेज. इन मराठी, धैर्याचे मूर्तिमंत रूप. वी ऑफन टेंड टू हाइड बिहाइंड अवर वीकनेसेस, disabilities, handicaps, or mourn over them our whole life through. Dr. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists of this century, did not do so. In spite of suffering from a very rare and dreaded disease, Dr. Hawking continued his research undaunted. His exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under trying circumstances. Friends, it's true that we always hide ourselves behind our weaknesses, disabilities, and handicaps. Sometimes we feel sorry for everything in our life. But friends, Dr. Stephen Hawking doesn't do so in spite of his dreaded disease that makes him handicapped. He continues his extraordinary research work with great courage. विद्यार्थी मित्र हो, आपल्या कमतरता, दुबळेपणा, अपंगत्व यांच्या आड लपण्याचा आपण प्रयत्न करतो किंवा आयुष्यभर शोक करत बसतो. मात्र डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग या शतकातील महान, विलक्षण अशा शास्त्रज्ञाने तसे कधीच केले नाही. एका अति दुर्मिळ, भयंकर व असाध्य अशा आजाराला तोंड देत ते आपले संशोधन कार्य चालू ठेवतात. त्यांच्या त्या अतुलनीय धैर्यातून परिस्थितीवर मात करत येणाऱ्या प्रसंगाला कसे सामोरे जायचे याची प्रेरणा आपण त्यांच्याकडून निश्चितच घेतली पाहिजे. Exactly 300 years after the death of the great scientist Galileo, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born in Oxford, London on the 8th day of January 1942. Little did his parents know that one day the little boy would be hailed as one of the greatest scientists on the century. Neither could anybody imagine that his mind would soar up into space like light. More importantly, none could predict that he would be the very epitome of courage. Friends, Dr. Stephen Hawking is born in Oxford, in London, on 8th January 1942, exactly 300 years after the death of the great scientist Galileo. Friends, his parents are totally unknown that he will become the greatest scientist of this century. Nobody imagines and predicts that he will be a very fine example of something that is an epitome of courage. मित्रांनो, डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग यांचा जन्म महान शास्त्रज्ञ गॅलिलिओ यांच्या मृत्यूनंतर बरोबर 300 वर्षांनी म्हणजेच 8 जानेवारी 1942 साली ऑक्सफर्ड, लंडन येथे झाला. डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग या शतकातील एक महान शास्त्रज्ञापैकी एक म्हणून उदयास येतील. त्यांच्या बुद्धीच्या तेजाने आसमंत उजळून जाईल आणि सर्वात महत्त्वाचे म्हणजे ते धैर्याचा महामेरू म्हणून नावाजले जातील याची त्यांच्या आईवडिलांना व इतरांना जरासाही अंदाज नसतो. करेज is a wonderful thing. It is that quality which makes people not lose heart when faced with a great calamity. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology, is the very personification of courage and hope. Except his mind, his whole body is bound to a wheelchair thanks to a cruel quirk of fate. Yet he is one of the greatest scientists of this century. An average child, Stephen grew up to be a normal teenager, full of mischief and lots of love for music and mathematics. Even though his father wanted him to study medicine, he was bent on studying mathematics. The University of Oxford at that time did not have a course in mathematics, so he opted to study physics instead. Friends, it's true that courage is a wonderful thing. When we have courage, we can face any challenges, difficulties in our lives. And this is not an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology, is the best example, and that is an epitome of courage. As an unexpected of destiny, except his mind, his whole body is bound to a wheelchair. Yet he is one of the greatest scientists of this century. Friends, he grows up as an average child. He is a normal teenager, full of mischief, lots of love for music and mathematics. His father wants him to study medicine, but his interest is in mathematics. He chooses to study physics as the University of Oxford doesn't have a course in mathematics. मित्रहो, धैर्य ही एक विलक्षण गोष्ट आहे. आपल्या अंगी धाडस व चांगले गुण असलेली आपण कोणत्याही संकटांचा, आव्हानांचा आपण सामना करू शकतो. डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग विश्वनिर्मिती शास्त्रातील एक आख्यायिका व धैर्य व आशावाद याचे मूर्तिमंत रूप आहेत असे म्हटलं तर ती अतिशयोक्ती ठरणार नाही. नियतीच्या खेळाचे फासे मात्र उलटे पडते व एक अनपेक्षित घटना घडते. एक बुद्धिमत्ता सोडली तर त्यांचे बाकी संपूर्ण शरीर व्हीलचेअरला जखडलेले असते. असे असूनही ते या शतकातील एक महान शास्त्रज्ञ बनतात. स्टीफन हा सर्वसामान्य मुलाप्रमाणेच खोडकर, गणित व संगीतावर प्रेम करणारा असा किशोरवयीन मुलगा असतो. स्टीफनने वैद्यकीय शिक्षण घ्यावे अशी त्यांच्या वडिलांची इच्छा असते, परंतु स्टीफनचा कल मात्र गणिताकडे असतो. मात्र त्यावेळी ऑक्सफर्ड विद्यापीठात गणिताचा अभ्यासक्रम नसल्यामुळे तो भौतिकशास्त्राचा अभ्यास करतो. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॅराग्राफ. ॲट द एज ऑफ 17, Stephen started noticing that he was becoming increasingly clumsy and even fell down a couple of times. For no reason, this perplexed him, and he went to see his family doctor, who diagnosed him as suffering from an extremely rare disease, ALS or LOU, Gehring's disease, that affects the nervous system and eventually weakens all the muscles of the body. Stephen says that even as a child, his muscle coordination was nothing to write home about. He recollects that his handwriting would send his teacher into a fit of frenzy, nor was he inclined towards sports. Nevertheless, this disease came as a bolt from the blue. Friends, Stephen starts noticing that he is becoming increasingly incompetent and falls down a couple of times for no reason. When he is 17 years old, he confuses and goes to see his family doctor. The doctor diagnoses him as suffering from an extremely rare disease, ALS or LOU, Gehrig's, affecting the nervous system and weakens all the muscles of the body. Stephen says that even as a child, his muscle coordination is nothing to write. He recollects this. His handwriting is also not good, and his teacher gets angry at him. He has no interest in sports. Nevertheless, this disease becomes as an unexpected shock or surprise. विद्यार्थी मित्र हो, स्टीफन 17 वर्षाचे असताना त्यांना आपल्या हालचालीत जडत्व जाणू लागतो. 1-2 वेळा तोल जाऊन ते खालीही पडतात, त्यामुळे ते चक्रावतात. फॅमिली डॉक्टरचा सल्ला घेतात तेव्हा निदान होते की त्यांना एका अतिदुर्मिळ अशा आजाराने ग्रासलेले असते, ALS किंवा LOU, गेहिंग्स डिसीज या नावाच्या आजारात मज्जासंस्थेवर परिणाम होतो व अखेरीस शरीरातील सर्व स्नायू कमकुवत होतात. स्टीफन म्हणतात की लहानपणीही त्यांच्या स्नायूंचा समन्वय चांगला नसतो. त्यांचे शिक्षकसुद्धा त्यांच्या हस्ताक्षरामुळे खूप त्रस्त होत असत. खेळामध्येही स्टीफनना रुची नसते. हे सर्व असले तरीही आजाराची बातमी त्यांना मात्र हादरवून टाकते. फ्रेंड्स, we have gone some paragraphs in part 1 about an epitome of courage. We will go through the remaining paragraphs in part 2. विद्यार्थी मित्र हो, या प्रकरणाचे काही पॅराग्राफ्स आपण अभ्यासलेलो आहोत. इतर पॅराग्राफ्स आपण पार्ट 2 मध्ये अभ्यासणार आहोत. फ्रेंड्स, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. थँक यू व्हेरी मच.